Welcome back, real estate fans. It's Rich Stanton with Stanton Company Realtors in Montclair, New Jersey with a market update for August 2025. This video might be a little bit long, but hang in there with me. It should be interesting stuff. I want to talk about what happened in August and also how we got to 1.3 million median sales price from almost half of that in 2019 in the low to mid 700s. So first, what happened in August? Still a seller's market, but some indicators that might be softening. Average days on market 25, creeping up from just teen numbers prior to that, and price premiums 17% from 28 the year prior. So some indicators that buyers are gaining a little bit more control. However, median sales price 1.3 million. Now let's compare that to mid to low 700s, which was the case from 2015 to 2019. Let's check out this graph. 2015 to 2019, interest rates were moderate and fairly low and stable. New listings, stable. Prices, stable. Now, 2019 to 2021. I'm going to show you this next graphic, which has some Econ 101 in it, and I apologize, and other people may love this. But on a supply curve at a higher price for the same house, so you have more sellers at a higher price, fewer buyers at a higher price for the same product. Now, what shifts the bars left to right are sort of exogenous factors. In this case, during COVID, interest rates dropped. So sellers chose to stay put. They refinanced, they did home improvements, and demand greatly increased because lower rates increased their buying power, and a lot of urban buyers wanted to move out to the suburbs. So we saw a big jump in prices from 2019 to 2021. Now, in 2021, we saw interest rates pop up, which you would expect buyer demand to decrease because of lessening buyer power. However, we still had pent-up demand, so the demand curve stayed stable. But what happened was the supply curve shifted left. That is to say, we had a lot less supply because sellers, potential sellers, were handcuffed. They refinanced at super low rates. They were facing higher rates to refinance if they sold and moved to their next place. I would have expected more sellers to cash out and pay equity for their next thing. But what happened was sellers stayed put, the demand stayed high, and we saw a continued big jump in prices to where we are today. What do I see going forward? I think I see a stabilization and people kind of waiting to see what's going to happen in the marketplace. If you have questions about your house in particular, the marketplace, any real estate questions at all, feel free to reach out. info@Stanton Realtors, text or call me 917-536-8257. Thanks.